Welcome to Lynette Listens. Here at Lynette Listens, we offer a safe haven for those who are struggling with death, loss, grief. If it's the death of your child or your mother, your pet, or your dear friend has lost a loved one and you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do. Today's question addresses this topic. What is okay to say when my friend lost their child or their mother, or they lost their job? They're so struggling with grief and depression, and I want to be able to help them, but I don't know what to say. Is there a right thing to say? And what about those of you who are struggling with the grief and the loss? What things are comforting to you? What would you like your friends and family to do or say? Or do we even know? You know, this was a big question back when I lost my daughter. I had some friends who just seemed to instinctively know what to say and what to do. And some friends ended up just kind of writing themselves out of my life and disappearing from being a part of my life. Some said things that were hurtful, not meaning to, well-meaning, but hurtful. And some tried and just missed. And I think we've all had that experience. I know that I have. The question that, when I think of like what question I didn't want to hear, it's a simple thing, but the thing that really was like a dagger to my heart was when I'd meet someone and they'd say, "How many children do you have?" Well, what do you say when you're the mother of 5 children and one has no longer living? The first time that that question was asked to me, it just like took my breath away, and I started crying and I didn't know what to do. I'm like, what do you say? Do you say 4? Do you say 5? If I said 5, I felt like they would ask me about the 5. I just felt like it would be so uncomfortable. And if I said 4, I'd be leaving her out. And so I debated with this and went over it with it in my mind. And I finally came to a place where I came up with an answer so that when I got that question, I could just easily answer that question. But until then, I struggled with it, and I didn't want to be around people, and it was easier just to stay home than to like have to meet people and be worried that they were going to ask me, "How many kids do you have?" What questions have people ask you that are hurtful or helpful? What have people done that make you feel better? I remember one friend, when my daughter died, I was 9 months pregnant with another baby, and the due date had come and gone, and I was still pregnant. We just had the funeral, and this friend knocked on my door, and she's like, "I've got pickles and ice cream for the expectant mom." And she gave me a big hug, and I knew that she loved me and that she cared about me, and she was just there to just give me a hug and let me know that she cared. That was over 30 years ago, and I still remember that. You know, other people came and went, but I remember that friend and the dear, sweet, compassionate love that came right from her heart. I would love to hear your ideas of things that you've done that worked and didn't work, your questions. Go ahead and respond in the comments or email me at lynettelistens@gmail.com. I welcome your responses and your questions, and I'd love to hear your stories. And thank you for joining me today at Lynette Listens. I look forward to visiting with you again soon. And until then, may you have a beautiful day.